Hi, it's Jenny. In today's video I'm showing another item out of my collection. This is FHM magazine from July 1999 with Britney Spears on the cover. Now before I start, I'm just going to give you a slight warning. This is a men's adult magazine. I have fast forwarded through the pages that don't include Britney, but just in case you see something that you're not happy with, inappropriate content, I do apologise. I have gone through as much as I can just to remove that. So if you do see that or you are offended by this sort of material, I won't feel offended if you choose not to look at this magazine. This is not a magazine I would have bought at the time, but I do have it now in my collection because it has an interview with Britney in it. The interview itself can be a bit inappropriate just by the way the journalist has written this piece and the questions they ask her. Bearing in mind this is July 1999 and she is still a 17-year-old girl. But if you're happy to continue, let's go through it. She is here on the front cover. She's in a very short white dress sitting on a blue bedspread, sort of like a silk bedspread, and the title is Britney Spears, My Hasn't She Grown? To put it in context, this is about 6 months after Baby One More Time hit the charts. You've got here as well, on the spine gives you the information about what kind of content is in this magazine as well. When you open up the page, it says page 184, Britney Spears, everyone's favourite schoolgirl, and she's in a crop top. And then at the bottom it says as well, Britney Spears, you saw the video, now discover what's beneath the tantalising school uniform. So I'm just going to quickly flip through the magazine. As I said, I'm going through it quite quickly until we reach page 184 as indicated by the contents. Quite a big article as well. The interview is by a man called Richard Gaplin. Photography is by somebody called Willie Camden, and it says Saints Alive is Britney Spears without her blazer, Teen Angel. There's a picture of Britney behind a wet glass, so it looks like I don't know if she's in the shower perhaps. It says that these pictures were taken in Los Angeles in May 1999. But when you open up the page, there's a full page spread of Britney Spears laying down on a bed, and the quote is, all these rumours that I've had breast implants are not true. For some reason they put stupid little, in my opinion, stupid little comments at the bottom. It says here, the Man City duvet covers sold like hotcakes with Britney's endorsement. If you don't know what that means, it's a football team in England and they have a blue uniform, so yeah, because she's wearing blue, it's not funny to be honest. So again, they put little funny quotes at the top here. Britney enjoyed the plush surroundings of the Beverly Hills Whiplash Clinic because she's holding her neck. She's lying down here in bed as well. So there's another picture of Britney Spears laying down in a Wonder Woman top and very short shorts, looking at the camera. The big quote is, I hate my big feet, they're so ugly, I'm a 6.5 and I don't like people looking at them. And then when you turn the page, got another picture of Britney looking quite serious, straight at the camera, stomach showing, and the big quote is, I found South Park to be offensive and sacrilegious. The opposite page is just an advert for Motorola with a very small 90s, 2000s mobile phone, and then the final page here as well, another picture of Britney. It says, in my high school yearbook I was voted most beautiful. There are some further questions here as well. I'm just going to go through it really quickly and show you here that's the end of the article and that's the end of the magazine. I'm just going to go back and go into a bit more in depth about what the article is like. The first paragraph is about a British celebrity at the time called Gail Porter and how she dressed up as Britney Spears. But they're talking about how exciting school uniforms are and how it's the fashion to sort of dress up as Britney Spears. After the big two-page spread of Britney laying down, the interview hasn't really started. It's more a commentary on what Britney is. For example, this is what I'm saying about it's in a bit of a poor taste. So it's no surprise that when the video for Southern Belle, Britney Spears, Baby One More Time appeared on British cable TV channel The Box in February, the station was flooded with calls for repeat viewing. The video, which features a nubile Britney in a school skirt and white shirt tied up to reveal a golden tummy, causing mayhem in a school corridor, through the medium of dance has so far been requested a whopping 31,000 times. But the problem is she's only just 17, and while she's street legal, there's something unsettling about fancying somebody half your age. So just in that one paragraph, it's quite creepy. It says here as well, then in April she enraged the wholesome church-going folk of America by appearing on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine in a sexy jailbait pose clutching a Teletubby. The bizarre set of pictures, one of which featured Britney in tight white shorts with the word baby stenciled on her not attractive bottom, pushing a child's bicycle, proved too hot for European confectionery giant Nestle, which pulled out of sponsorship for her forthcoming tour. And again, it just says that it's talking about her looks, her sexuality, how old she is, and is it appropriate. There's a whole can of worms if you want to go into that, so I'm not going to go through that too much. The next couple of pages as well, again when they've got Britney on a bed, again just talks about how the journalist is nervous to meet her, how she's been in the music industry for a while, how she's been touring with Backstreet Boys, that sort of thing. But it does say here, whether it's Rolling Stone pictures or even the more recent rumours that Britney has undergone the surgeon's knife for a breast enlargement, each item of clothing and every pose on FHM's photo shoot is scrutinised before being given the green light. When it's suggested she eat a strawberry in one of the pictures, a whispered conference results in a polite no, although confusingly a chili pepper would be fine. Amongst the entourage looking after her every need are 2 publicists, a personal assistant, a minder, and even a physiotherapist here to keep a careful eye on any stress Britney's putting on her left knee, which she dislocated in March during a dance rehearsal. So the first question with Britney here says, you've been laid up with a serious knee injury. So that's sort of code for did you have a breast enlargement? And the answer is Britney talking about her knee injury and how painful it is. The other questions are saying here, New York Post reported that you had your breasts enlarged and what's the story? And she said, when I went to Japan and when I got back, I heard all of these rumours. I guess it's the business I'm in. I don't know why people are saying it. At first I was flattered, but as I read more, I was like, oh my goodness, I think people have got carried away with it and there's nothing I can do about it. So it's not true? And she's replied, no, it's just rumours. And then they talk about her brother Brian and whether she's interested in any of his friends, and she says that her previous boyfriend Reg knew her brother, but she's just friends with her older brother's friends, and they ask her about her first date and who she first kissed. And then she says here, then they ask her, what do you think of America's no sex before marriage? And she's put, I believe that if you meet the right person, you should wait until you know you really love them. People can change so much. Do you believe in love at first sight? What sort of man do you go for? And you're in FHM's number 14 in FHM's Sexiest Women in the World. How do you feel about that? And she says, I'm really flattered. I'm not sure what to say. This is the first list I've ever been in, although I was voted most beautiful in my high school yearbook. And then the final question is, the photos you've done for FHM are really sexy. After all the fuss over your previous shoot, how do you feel about these pictures? And she's put, I feel fine about it. My favourite shots of me are in the blue dress. If I was appearing in a teenage magazine, I'd just wear jeans and stuff, but this is FHM. If it opens me up to another audience, then that's fine. I try and look after my body, I work out, and I don't overdo it. And then it says, Britney's new single Sometimes is out on June 7th. So she says that she prefers the pictures of her in the blue dress, and there's actually only one picture of her in the blue dress here. So there you go, that is the Britney Spears FHM July 1999 magazine. Tell me what you thought about it down below. Do you think it's a bit inappropriate to ask her those sorts of questions? Is it fine? Is it actually not as bad as you thought it was? What do you think? Let me know down below in the comments. As always, give me a thumbs up if you did like this video, but I will also ask, if you do like these sorts of videos, please consider hitting the subscribe button and hit the bell, and it will give you a notification of when my next videos are coming out. As always, I have a website called mybritneyspearscollection.com, and I hope to see you on the next video. So take care. Bye guys.